Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO A6 Pro, and today I'll show you how you can record screen on this device. So, to get started, you want to swipe down from the top right side of your screen, like this. And then on one of the pages, you should have the screen recording toggle like this one. On one of the pages, because there's multiple. And if you don't see it on any of the pages, you can add it by clicking right here on this pencil and then just finding it somewhere here. And you would click on it and you can see it gets automatically added. And you click on done and you're good to go. You can see now the toggle is added. So anyway, from here, before we tap on the screen recorder toggle, I recommend holding it and then selecting more settings. And in here, for God's sakes, we're going to be changing the definition because, yeah, 480p ain't going to cut it for 2025. And even medium is absolutely abhorrent dog shit. So it looks like we're still locked into 720p resolution. Fantastic here for 2025. 720p res. Awesome. Anyway, so once you select your resolution at Nintendo DS quality right here, we can close this up. And let's just click on this toggle once more. This time around, actually click on it. Allow whatever garbage it shows up with, while using the app, preferably. And then you can select what kind of sound will be recorded. So we have the system and microphone. You can toggle both of those if you want to. Anyway, we're going to select start recording. And you can see it's automatically recording. Now, I will be recording the thing that I cannot record just because this piece of shit comes pre-installed with this phone. And I sure am not gonna miss the chance to point fingers to bullshit malpractices that completely violate your personal property, meaning your phone. It's Netflix and Spotify. Whoo, jolly old goodness. Sorry, we couldn't, or we could not reach Netflix. Huh? You have the freaking Wi-Fi. What do you have problem with? Are you this down bad that your servers are shit now? Let's try that again. Oh, look at that, there it works. You probably seen for a brief moment there was a pop-up right here. Now I want to point out, we have this sign-in page right here. I am not signed in. I don't even own Netflix. I never did. Therefore, I have never agreed to terms of service or use. Nor did I even install this piece of shit on the phone. Great. Now that we get that out of the way, let's also check out Spotify. Oh, also no. Anyway, now once we stop the recording by clicking on the red square, or well, technically white square, we can find that recording by going into our Photos application. No, we're not going to be backing it up. No. Piss off. There we go. So you can see it right here. There's our screen recording. But later on down the line, it might be easier to find it by going into albums and screenshots contains it, as well as videos. So these are just two different albums. Anyway, I'm going to click on it to view it now. And what you're about to see here is basically Netflix and Spotify being open, open them, or attempt to more like. And I just want to point out, this feature is designed for privacy and security of the user. Guess I wasn't clicking much. So, privacy, security of the user. Now, let's give it a moment. Come on. By God, I was taking a lot of time here. Now, do you feel like your privacy and security is being respected here? This is the application being fully open right now. Because I can tell you, I sure shit don't. Because this piece of absolute dog shit, this absolute fucking trash, is dictating what I can do on my own phone. Now, if that ain't a fucking overreach of power, then I have no clue what is. Now, because I absolutely despise bullshit like this, I'm gonna show you also, apart from how to record, how to deal with piece of shit like this. So, Netflix, we're gonna do this. Uninstall this dog shit. Spotify too. Both of these services at this point are a waste of fucking space on your phone. And there are better options. I highly recommend checking out for music, Revents. It's basically they're taking YouTube and removing the garbage from it, de-shitifying it, and yeah, you can get YouTube Music or YouTube Revents Music or whatever. And yeah, it's basically substitute for Spotify. You can have it for free. And for Netflix, I can recommend maybe not the perfect kind of solution right here, but hey, I'm sure shit works. It's going to be the Cloud Stream application. I just want to glaze it a little bit. It shows us things like plan to watch, trending, popular. Then we have, scrolling down, Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, come on, Hulu, Apple TV, HBO, Paramount. Now, I want to point out, all of this that you're seeing is basically through a repository, which contains all of this content. And repository, for people that don't know, will be probably simplest explained, is if you take something like a website, and just say, as an example, you go to one of those like watch online for free websites, right? Now, if you could pull all the data from that website and just have it visible, neatly organized in an application, well, that's what you would end up with. And everything there is free. It might not always work perfectly. Sometimes you need to open up multiple times. But hey, it's free. It contains literally every like shows and movies from every platform for free. So even if it doesn't work perfectly, it still works way better than the paid versions, just because I don't need to pay anything and it's not enshittified with ads. So I highly recommend that instead of dealing with the bullshit that companies like Netflix decide to dictate what you can do on your own phone. Now, I do want to point out the feature that it's using is designed, like I mentioned before, to protect the privacy and security of the user. Now, where it actually does this correctly is when you have bank applications. Bank applications will utilize this as well. And the reason they do that is, for instance, if you would imagine that you have a malware on your device that is basically checking what you're doing on your phone and what you're typing in there, aka, for instance, your bank PIN, as an example, you can imagine how that would kind of open you to being hacked. And with that in mind, you are protected by this kind of feature. You can't take screenshots or record screen in this application, but whatever malware is trying to see and record that as well can't do that either. And bank applications tend to have other ways to basically get confirmations of whatever actions you took inside of it. So no need to worry there. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.